Hey, what's up, guys? Um, I don't know how to start this, so I'm just gonna throw my pride out. you know, um, what I did in the last video, which is probably down by now. I mean, I hate that because in real life you can't really edit or, take back what you say, but I really don't want. That was not me. Like, I guess I can just get into the story. Um, I was in a really dark place when that video was made, which was only, I think it was last night or yesterday. I don't know. It was really recent. Um, but I was. It's been a long time that I've been in this place. I know maybe all of you haven't seen it. Uh, but and the enemy wanted me to release that out. And I was ranting and raving about the stupidest things. It's things that don't bother me. I mean, it's not going to affect me. It's always the little dumb things that set you over, you know? But that wasn't me. So as you can tell by the title of this video, this is the real me. um, I've been thinking. I've been thinking with my melons. No. Uh, Back on topic. ADD, there you go, can't focus. But to get real with you guys, I was in a really dark place, and it took over time. I was up here, reading my Bible and living right. I don't know how else to say it, but living right. Um, and then I let one thing in, and that's always how it happens. And everything piles in and piles in. But anyways, I got to a very dark place where I started hating. I mean, for no reason. I knew deep down that that's not me and that's not what I wanted, but it kept coming out. And I was like, I got to a place where I wanted to watch things that hated on Christians. I wanted to watch things that hated God. I wanted to listen to the songs. Uh, like, of course, everybody knows that I am or was. Anyways, Green Day. I listened to a lot of Green Day. And, I'd stay. I didn't even know what Christian Inferno was or East Jesus Nowhere, whatever those songs are. I stayed away from them because it's like, you're a great band or whatever, but I don't want to listen to stuff that dogs my God. But I got to a place where I was like, that's the only ones I was listening to, and I wanted to hear that. And it was just the enemy wanting to fill me up with, okay, now you're first off is like, oh, you kind of letting me in. And then he was like, okay, now I just want to make you worldly. And then I wanted you to be accepting of everything. And then it got to the place where, okay, you're not just going to accept the world. Okay, you're not just worldly. You're going to hate Christians and you're going to hate your God, which that's when I was like, whoa, I need to slow down. I need to do something. um, Anyways, and so tonight, it was weird. It's actually like 9 o'clock. I was like, I need to get my mind off things. And so I was like, you know what? I want to just go to my church and just play the drums. So I went, and it started out with me just playing the drums, and then I was like, well, I was scrolling, seeing what songs I wanted to play or practice or whatever. And then I saw the old playlist I had is called Worship, and it was most of the songs we used to play at Northside, and a bunch of the worship songs. And I started playing those on the drums, and I was like, for a minute, it's like was out of that hatred and sorrow and black. That's all I can describe as black. And I was like, I love this. And so that's when I was like, I'm not leaving here until I change, I give it up. And I know where I was. I know who I was. I knew where I was, and I knew how to fix it. My problem was I just didn't. I don't know why. I was the person, the rich man, you know, in that story. Jesus came, give up everything and follow me. And it can't. And he turned away sorrowful. I wanted to follow Christ, but I didn't want to give up anything. And so that's when I was like, and I've done this a lot of times, and anybody knows me, I know everybody's gonna be like, well, wow, you were in this last video, you were, down here, and now you're talking about God. Uh, I struggle with things, and sometimes I let, and it's a blurred line. I don't want to say that, oh, I should have never made the video or whatever, which I shouldn't, but it helped me see where I was, and maybe I shouldn't, I want to be real with you guys. Of course, that wasn't real me, but in a sense, it was. I mean, anyways, to the point is, I finally got down and I was like, you know what, Lord, I give you everything once again. Because it's not God's fault. I just want to make that clear. It's not God's fault. It's my fault. Because He takes everything away and I get released of things, but then I grab it back. Or I'm still hanging on to it. Anyways, I was just like, I'm tired of it, and I know this is going to be a long journey, and it's going to be hard, but I was just like, Lord, I need your help. And anyways, this is the real me, not that. But I just like to happily say that I'm not that person from that other video. And I'm glad to see people care. At first, of course, the enemy was like, oh, they just don't know what they need to get out of my business and stuff like that. But it's cool to see how people, I mean, not react, but to see that people see something and say, hey, whoa, man, this is not how it is. You should, what's up? I just thank you guys for caring. But yeah, and one thing like the enemy brought up was, man, I had it. I hate when I try to lose train of thought. But the enemy would bring up, oh yeah, there it is. Thanks. Like, well, nobody's watching my videos anyways. I can do all these cool things or talk about God or and stuff, but you never really get replies or anything on that. You're like, yeah, nobody cares when I'm doing good, but the second I do bad, everybody's on you, and that's what the enemy was trying to say, and that's not right. I mean, y'all are just concerned, and thank you for that. I'm not perfect. My name's Philip Russell, and I'm a human being. But through the grace of God, I was saved. And now, that's just not it. I mean, everybody just thinks, oh, once you're saved, everything's perfect. It's not. But it's going to be a long road, but I'm not alone. I know that. Through God's help, I can conquer anything. Because, His word says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I know that's one very popular, but it's true. So yeah, I mean, that's the real me. So that's all I gotta say for that. But there'll be more. There'll be more.